I think we're live. All right. Let me get connected to the chat and I'll find out for sure. Happy Cast Iron Wednesday, everybody. Thanks for joining me for this impromptu Cast Iron Wednesday. We get connected to the chat here and then we will get cooking. Tonight I'm going to make some lamb chops, some seared lamb and garden salad, and we're going to see what's out in the garden and get started with that stuff. There we go. What's up, Rick? How you doing, buddy? Billy Lee Lawton, how are you? Good to see you. Turn the fan off here. Yeah, we're just kind of impromptu. One of the usuals texted me and said that they Cast Iron Chaos wasn't going to do his, and I hate to see everybody go a week without getting together on Cast Iron Wednesday, so I figured I'd just jump in. Just getting in from the store, and we'll see what we're going to make. This is my usual Wednesday night kind of dinner thing, so let's see what happens. Let's see. Greg Hart, thanks for showing up. Good to see you. Oh, it's not the usual cast if I don't at least kick this stand at least once right at the very beginning. But yeah, it's just a regular Wednesday around here. So let's get going with everything that we're going to get going with. So I'm just going to sear some lamb chops, real simple. Because like I said, I didn't really plan to go live tonight, so we're just going to go with just a normal dinner at the Badger Den. And see who shows up, who doesn't. Say hi to everybody. I think I said hi to everybody so far. Love that gazer, yeah. I love, actually, thanks for reminding me that the Stargazer was sitting here. Yeah, I love this for searing. I especially love it for lamb chops. It's one of my favorite things for lamb chops ever. Hey Mingo, could you clear off the table just a little bit? Like some of those cans, just some of that stuff. So I got a little extra room. Ming just stopped in for a visit, so she's here. So we probably won't have a whole heck of a lot of the Beegs cam tonight because she's probably going to be all over Gracie tonight. So we won't see too much of her unless we see a little bit of Gracie. But anyway, and Ming. All right. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. I'm just going to get started here with the chops. We'll get these in kind of closer for everybody to see. These are pretty. These are actually really nice chops. I just picked these up from the store just about a half an hour ago. Get the cast iron heated up. I'm going to season these up, and then I'm going to grab a couple things out of the garden for the garden salad, and that's what's going to be on the menu. So nothing too exciting, but it's still going to be good. So let me salt and pepper these up. Get some salt and pepper on them. There we go. Sean Quinn, how are you this evening? Good to see you. And if everybody hasn't already, please hit that like button. And if you have not already subscribed, hit the subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 in a big, big way. So I'm going to beg for subs for a little while. Get both sides of these. Just salt and pepper. I'm going to throw some actual garlic in these in just a little bit. Some actual minced garlic in here. There we go. So I'm going to leave the garlic powder off of these, but I want to get them good and salt and peppered up because lamb is a little bland at times. So we'll get that going. William Hurt, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Happy Cast Iron Wednesday to everybody. Ming's here with her little friend Gracie, and they are hanging out. So we've got kind of a house full tonight. You see, I gotta move some stuff. There you go. Oh, this look good. What? No, I think I'm good for now. Thank you for your help. Appreciate it, man. You guys go have a good time. Enjoy the dog. You guys enjoy the dog. I'm gonna enjoy my beer. I got a Shiner Lemon Shandy, one of the seasonal beers. I love these things. These are super good for summertime. Not real heavy. Hits the spot. Yeah, these will be really. I think these will turn out pretty decent. Well, I'm gonna jump out to. I got to walk right out the side door, and I got the camera on the stand, or I'd take you out with me. I'm just gonna grab a few fresh herbs and spices to throw into the salad, and we're gonna go from there. I got my butter crunch lettuce is already ready, which here in the Midwest, Zone 5 is pretty early for the lettuce, which I'm really happy about. But this lettuce has turned out to be really good this year. I'm pretty happy with it. So let me go grab a couple of herbs real quick. It's gonna take me about 30 seconds. Probably grab some fenugreek as well to throw on here. And this will be a nice healthy salad for tonight. Oh, there's the Biggs. There she is. I lied. There's the Beagle, and she already knocked down one of the towels. Good job, Biggs. But I don't have anything for you yet, so I will be right back. Keep an eye on that meat for me. Appreciate it. There we go. All right. Okay, now that should be enough to get started with. So I've got some butter crunch. I've got just a little bit of oregano. We'll save a little bit of that for in the salad. And I brought in my fenugreek starting to sprout up. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Fenugreek is like a superfood. It's so good for you. It regulates your body sugars, regulates your heartbeat. I mean, it's a superfood. And this little bit is like all you need. I usually in the morning, once it starts to seed up, I'll actually throw that in the morning smoothies or in whatever I'm eating. Even sometimes like my scrambled eggs and stuff like that. It's an amazing food to have around in your garden, and it takes absolutely hard and no work to make it. Let's see if there's anybody else I haven't said hello to yet. But I'm gonna open up this. I don't know what they call it. Kook? Is it called a kook? This thing? Is that how they say it? Kook? These are new in my... I just started getting these last year, and I really like them. And they come in really handy, but they're a pain in the ass to open up. That's one thing about them that I do not like. Let's see. I'm sure if Fuzz Fork was in here, he'd be having all kinds of fun with this. Let me back this camera off just a smidgen. Alright, there we go. Still have my Halloween my Valentine's decorations up, as you can tell. Let's see. Unroll that. You know what I'm talking about. Fuzz would be going nuts. Yeah, Fuzz would be having the greatest time of his life right now. There we go. And I've seen people open them on other shows, on other live streams, and they all seem to hate these things. The first one I ever got, I didn't realize that they came right off. But after that, I was kind of like, what's the big fuss about? Why are these so hard for everybody to open? And then the rest of the time, the last like dozen of these that I've picked up, I totally get why everybody hates them, because they're a total pain. So let me grab a couple other things here. I got picked up some tomatoes, and we'll cut those up for this. I'm gonna rinse all that stuff off in vinegar and water for about 5 minutes, and then we'll cut everything up. What else do I need for the salad? I might just go grab just about 2 or 3 more pieces of that, the lettuce. But I'm definitely digging having lettuce in my backyard this year, because lettuce is one of those things you can buy it, and sometimes you'll go right through it, and then other days it sits in the bottom drawer and nobody goes through it. So this is nice, just having it laying around out there. But let me toss this stuff away, and we'll get the strainer down, and I'll wash that stuff off real quick, and we'll get to the good stuff. This shouldn't be too big of a deal to get going. Oh, I gotta scrape that off. Well, I'll scrape it once I rinse it, and we'll just cut half that off and throw it into the basket, the strainer there, and go from there. Anybody new in tonight? Probably not. Tom's Food Factory. What's up, buddy? How are you? Good to see you. So we'll get those over here. We'll spray those with some vinegar water, let them sit about 5 minutes. And I'll get my garlic out. And I'm probably gonna need some butter as well. Gonna need some butter. So we'll get a little butter going. And actually, for those that follow the show, know that I usually have a little bit of bacon grease in my melting pot, but I have managed to take the grease out of there. There we go. So we'll get a little bit of that butter going off onto the melting pot, and we'll put that up to the front, because I think we'll need some butter. We're gonna need to we're definitely gonna need to ladle a little butter over top of those things. Bring you back to the meat section. So how's everybody doing tonight? It's so impromptu. I was just actually, like I said, one of the folks that generally watches said, "Hey, Cast Iron Case had to cancel again this week." So I said, "Well, I'll go on a date. No big deal." What's cooking tonight? Rocket Caver. I'm making a garden salad, and I'm making lamb chops. Just some seared, nothing fancy, nothing too out of the ordinary. This is just, I bought this for dinner tonight. Had no idea that I was going to do a live stream, and here's where we are. Here's where we are with that. So that's what I'm making. Check the other. What I wore yesterday. There's probably something in there. Let me see. Let me move these out of the way. Get the cutting board ready to go. But I've got I'm gonna, for Sunday show, I'm definitely gonna do a Sunday show, and I've got something really good in store for Sunday. Something I've been wanting to try. Now, it's not gonna be stuffed, pancake dippers, bacon dippers this week. It's gonna be, Luis will be going live tomorrow night. Yeah, I will be going live tomorrow night too. So, I don't know, maybe, but that's what, that kind of stuff happens. He's in a way different time zone than I am. So, anyway, never had lamb chop. Lamb is big money in my area. Yeah, it's not bad here. Lamb is one of the more inexpensive meats where I'm at. I think it's like $6 a pound for the chops. It's not too much. That's for sure. No, you're fine. It is not too much at all. So let me center this up just a little bit. Never had lamb. It's not too much here. Not at all. Saving Wednesday, one impromptu live at a time. Yeah, doing what I can. So yeah, I mean, I'll be live tomorrow at 8 o'clock. You know, whoever else is on, hey, it's a I don't own YouTube, so it is what it is. But I'll be on tomorrow. We'll be doing an unboxing tomorrow, and that's going to be the big one. And I'm going to have to do a dish that goes along with what I'm unboxing tomorrow too. So it'll be a good one. It'll be a good. I've got more than I've got a couple things to unbox. This was kind of a big cast iron week this week for me, or you know, as far as getting stuff through the mail, it was pretty good. So Ronald Coward, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. But anyway, so okay, so I've given that the vegetables about enough time to debugify with the vinegar and anything that might be on there. But the vegetables outside, they seem fairly clean, so I don't really have any bug problems or anything like that. I've already done my first round of last weekend, or last Thursday was my first round of ladybugs that I brought in. I actually use live ladybugs as my insecticide, along with some other little natural things that I do in the garden. So there's no pesticides in my garden. And I haven't had too much problem other than in my mint from last year. My mint plants from last year I had to do some extra work with because I didn't clear I didn't clear it out well enough last year. I didn't clean the beds out from the old stalks. And so that brought in some little critters. But that's easily disabled. Easily disabled. So anyway. So anyhow, got those rinsed off. We're going to cut that stuff up and get a bowl down, and I'll put that stuff in there. Let's see here. Let's get all this out onto the cutting board and do that this way. Sharp knife. What's up, kiddo?
Can I get the matchbox?
The matches?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure can. There you go. That's okay. I don't know where that other...
I was looking for the big one. I don't know where that one is.
Yeah, I don't know where any lighters are other than the small ones for the campfire. That's all I know.
Thank you.
And that's why I keep those books of matches up there for the campfire. But I don't have many other lighters. I don't have a long lighter anymore. I'll have to get another one for the camping season. I did get a new grill the other day, which I still haven't gotten up, but I'm pretty stoked about the Weber. It's been a lot of years since I had a Weber grill. So, pretty happy about that one. A little 4th of July action with that thing. It's a little more portable than the big grill. But I just can't, for the life of me, find a coal bed for my regular charcoal grill. And I've currently got one of those Lodge Screen, the vegetable broiler pans, with the ones with all the holes in it. I've got that I'm using for a coal bed, and that's not going to last too long. And I just don't. I'd rather do it right. But I like my old grill because it's adjustable and it's got the smoker side to it and all that other stuff. I really like that one. Let's see, just rough chop these up. That off to the side. And I looked at new. Has anybody out there, before I go and waste a bunch of money on this, but I went out there the other day. Hey Val, what's up? Good to see you. And has anybody got one of these new titanium cutting boards? I've been looking at those for the last couple days, kind of ogling those online. And I'm not sure if I want, they look pretty cool. And me being a germaphobe, the germaphobe that I am, the idea behind them is pretty cool, I think. Anyway. But I don't know anybody that, I've asked a few people that have them, and, I've asked a few people that I know that cook if they have them, and nobody I know has one yet. So I don't have any. And I don't never trust reviews online. That's always a bad way to go. Let's see, we're getting strip these off. Strip off. I'm gonna put the oregano right into the salad tonight. There we go. These little strippers. And through here. You guys see this okay? What I'm doing, just running this through the little stripper thing on there, my little garden strippers. These things work really well. The salad should be, sometimes it gets a little tough toward the end. Let's pick them. So there we go. So there's that. We've got some oregano in there. We'll get I think these are called coops. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how they pronounce it. I know how they spell it, or choots, but I don't know how they actually say it. I could have probably looked on the package, the little plastic thing that I had to take off of there, but I did not do that because I wasn't thinking ahead. Let's see, rock caver, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, let's see, almost missed the beginning. Fire police got called out for an accident. Let's see, yeah, there was a ambulance at the grocery store when we were there about an hour ago. Hope everybody there was okay. But there we go. There we go. Okay, and we got a tomato, which I'm going to do the tomato on the side because Ming is not a fan of the tomato. Oh, and got to chop my little bit of fenugreek. I don't have much fenugreek. Fenugreek has a bitter flavor, and a little bit goes a long way. But it is really good for you. And I just wanted to throw just a little bit in there. Just a little teeny bit. Especially, it's especially bitter at the beginning of the season. And these are just sprouting up, so I'm going to give them a little time. They'll actually get pretty big, and they'll get really long. They're actually a plant that I put around like the outside edges of the garden, because they not only are they really beneficial to eat, but they look cool. They like fan out and sort of just like lay outside of the pots, so they look cool too. I need a Bambulance. I think he did. I think Ronald spelled it I think he spelled Bambulance exactly correct. Maybe Ronald was a past spelling bee champion. I remember when I was a kid, we used to have the spelling bees at our school, and then we would go on to go to another. You know, you do the regionals and stuff. And I spelled all these really hard words as a kid. And then the word that got me, and like I totally blanked out on it, was 15. I couldn't spell. I was spelling all these. I don't even remember the really hard ones that I had to spell. But I messed up on 15, and I lost the whole thing. There was like me and one other kid left. And I thought I had it in the bag and that I was going to get to go to regionals to go to the big time spelling bee, and I messed up on one of the easiest words out there. And it's funny because from that day forward, and I was probably like in the 6th grade or something, but but I still to this day, every time I write the word 15 down, like on a check or anything, type it out, I still think of it to this day, and I will never ever misspell it again. And the one that I did get, that I didn't think I was going to get, that I always spelled wrong as a little kid, and it was one of the ones in the very first round, was machine. I always used to mess up machine for some reason. I never got that one right, and I got that one right in the spelling bee. Let's see here. Okay. So we've got the salad done. The salad's going to be good. I got a little bit of onion I'm going to throw in that too. Just a little bit. Fenugreek. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Rock Caver spelled it right. Exactly, fenugreek. I got some peppers. I'm gonna throw some peppers in here. I got a pepper. That's dying to be, little edge of a pepper that's dying to be used up. Can't hurt to throw that in there. Toss that off to the side. Just tossing. I'm just tossing off here in the live stream. Let's see here. Might run just a little bit of water over that while I'm thinking about it. I gotta have the onion, 100%. So we'll get the onion in there as well. And I just happen to have, for last week's graduation party, I cut up, for Ming's graduation last weekend, I think I cut up almost a dozen onions. You'd think I was watching Old Yeller by the time I was done with it. Like if I had watched like the double feature of Old Yeller and Titanic at this, like back to back. Like my eyes were, and I was doing the cold water, I was doing vinegar, I was doing all the tricks, but it didn't work out too well. And I don't want to make too much salad either, because it's just a few people eating it tonight, so I'm gonna make a big salad. Don't need all that. Let's see, and garlic. I don't have any fresh garlic to put in here. I just have the jarlic as they call it. All the cool kids call it jarlic. I have that, and I don't really like that in my salad too much. And to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it fairly. I'm not gonna use any dressing on it. I'm just gonna use a little salt and pepper and olive oil. So that's what my dressing is gonna be tonight. I would imagine that Ming and her friend are gonna go. They're gonna go ranch. So I would imagine that's probably what they'll do to me, is fire up the ranch dressing, because the kids love ranch for whatever reason. And some jalapenos to make a salsa. I did make last week. I made Sunday night. I made pico de gallo. I've got a lot of I've got cilantro growing out there, and I had a nice pico de gallo the other night. That was really good with my tacos. And Tuesday. I'm sorry, not Sunday. I got my days all mixed around. Got my days all mixed up this week, and I've been doing that all week long. Like I thought yesterday was Tuesday all day, or yesterday I thought yesterday was Wednesday all day. And then I saw that Mudbrooker was doing his thing. And yeah, I could have swore all day yesterday was Monday. And then, because Sunday to me felt like a Monday. I don't know why. Probably because I was dead tired, but it just felt like a Monday to me, like the whole day. From the moment I got up. Because usually on Mondays I do kind of. To be honest, I know a lot of people get up really early on Sundays. Sunday or Mondays. Monday's my day to sleep in. I actually sleep in on Mondays. Don't worry, I didn't forget the onion. I just got to grab it out. Dorothy lunch dressing. I have never heard of that. Is that a spell check thing, or is that an actual deal, Corey Clark? Let me reread that. I don't have my glasses on. That's the other thing. I have not seen my glasses since Saturday. I cannot find my glasses anywhere. My glasses are MIA. And I don't want to go get new ones. And my other pair is like, my spare pair is like years and years, they're years and years old. Years and years old. It's like one prescription ago, which I hate my glasses as it is, but I really hate those glasses. So just a little bit of onion, not too much, just some. And don't worry, Val, I'm not pressing hard. I'm just barely going through. These onions are already cut up. I'm not going to go too crazy with them. I just don't want them on my board. That's the other reason that I really want one of those titanium things, titanium cutting boards, is because they don't. There's no smell left over. There's no smell. Titanium is naturally antibacterial. They're cool, and supposedly there's Fuzz. There's Fuzz. What's up, Fuzz? Good to see you, buddy. Well, we got other people eating it, and not everybody's a big fan of onion as much as I am, so I'm keeping it light. I can always add more later. Like I said, I didn't plan to do a live stream. It was just one of those things I felt like doing, and I thought I had the time to do it. And so far, so good. Actually, I'm pretty happy with the time we're making. It's only a half hour in. I've got the salad ready to go. I've got almost 1 beer down, which is nice. I like to stay. My doctor recommends that I stay at two beers an hour. He was going to write me a prescription for it, but I was like, nah, I don't know if my insurance will cover it or not. So I think I can handle it on my own. Let's see, I finally found where that number 12 Lodge lid went, HB. My son was using it in his Dutch oven. Yeah, that's very cool, Ronald. Very, very cool, because I realized today when I got something in the mail, one of my unboxing things, that I'm going to have to go get a number 12 myself. I got to do this. And I even looked at my big one of my big chicken fryers is a number 10, and I wanted to see I couldn't remember if it was a 10 or a 12. So I went out to the garage and I checked that out, and that's actually it's actually a 10. So I've got to get it. I've got to get a number 12 lid. I have to get it, 100%. Let's see. I hate missing you on Thursday. That's auction day. We don't usually get home until after 9. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Billy Lee. Everybody's got to do what they got to do. And I'm still here a lot of times. I usually run from about 8 to about 9:30, but I understand. That's okay. You can always watch the replay and hit the like button. That's good enough for me. That's good enough. I mean, this isn't, there's no requirement to be here. And I get people have lives, and, I know a lot of people that watch me. They watch Mudbrooker, and they watch Cast Iron Chaos, and then they, are gracious enough to come over and watch me. And I've been really surprised with the last 2 weeks, the amount of people that aren't logged into the chat that are actually sitting here watching, and for the amount of time, because I actually kind of got into the stat page the other day, and I was like, I can't really believe how many people are showing up to this stream. It's a lot. It's an insane amount of people that are showing up here every week. Jay Justice, what's up, buddy? Better late than never. Good to see you. We are doing, Jay Justice, one of Ming and I's projects this weekend is to rehydrate your sourdough starter. We've been waiting we have like a few days in a row of uninterrupted time to get the sourdough starter started, and that's what we're getting ready to do. We're going to do that either Friday or Saturday morning. Yeah, I can't wait, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait to make pizza crust. That's the thing. That's the big thing that I'm waiting to do with that stuff is pizza crust. I'm just ecstatic to do that. Because every time I've had sourdough pizza one time in my life, and the crust was fantastic. It was like a Neapolitan style crust, and that's what I'm going to aim for. And it was fantastic stuff. It really was super good. Cynthia Wesley, good to see you. Yeah, Billy Lee, I'm super stoked to get this stuff done. But yeah, Jay, how long does it take before, since I've got you on here, how long is it going to take before I can actually start using, once it's rehydrated, how long does it take before I can actually start using the dough or the starter itself? Is it going to take a few days or a day or a week? What are we looking at? I need an ETA, brother. I need that ETA. Cynthia's probably. I'd like to see Cynthia's collection. I think she's got a big pile of cast iron that she's hoarding up, and being all what they call unsuspecting. Okay, so we've got this part done. I'm not going to do any kind of bread. I've got the tomatoes cut up. I've let the meat sort of sit out for 30 minutes or so. Kind of get to room temperature. I don't have anything else to cut up for this. Like I said, this is going to be pretty easy. No marathon show tonight. But I've got a couple marathon shows for the weekends that I'm thinking up. So they might be all that fat, honey. Oh yeah. Are you talking about my waistline? I'm working on it, Cynthia. I'm working on my waistline every day. 20 minutes of weight work, and I walk at least a mile with the dog. So with the Beaks pulling me down the street, that's like walking 2 miles. I'm just playing. Just playing. Let's see. Oh yeah, I know she's got one. I know she's got a super stealth collection brewing somewhere. Let me grab one more of these frosty cold Texas Finest Shiners with the lemon in it. So I didn't even have to add lemon to my beer with this tonight. The Shiner Lemonade Shandy, seasonal, 4 point. It's a little lower on the alcohol content than the APV, as the experts say, than I like. But I'll take this one. It's not bad. It's a nice one when you just want to have a few drinks and not feel like super full either. Pat Z, what's for dinner? Good to see you. I'm having lamb chops and a garden salad. An impromptu cast iron Wednesday. I don't even know what to use as my thumbnail for tonight, other than maybe just the plate that I played up. That's all I know. And I was actually, when I was making the post tonight, I was going from stop sign to stop sign and texting. I'd get to one stop sign and stop and text. Now my stop signs are about 2 miles apart. So, and then I put up another thing, and I couldn't think of a thumbnail, so it is what it is for tonight. But anyhow, we're getting by. We're getting through it. But yeah, I'm just gonna sear up some lamb chops real quick. Let me get my thermometer, and then I think this is about where I need it to be. Oh, kicked it again. I need to kick this thing a bunch more times. Let me see here. Let's see, unplug that, get that over here, and we'll bring you guys right over here. Sorry to move everybody like that. There we go. Hand cam. Hand cam, I think, is probably better than beard cam, but I don't want to be the judge of that. So let me grab some garlic out, because I'm going to throw just a little bit of garlic in there when I put the butter and the olive oil down. We have a new liquor store that has 500 different beers, 5,000 different wines, and much, much more. That actually sounds like a commercial for Gory Cart. And much, much more. That is awesome. I'm thinking this weekend, that Sunday is going to be Bloody Marys. Now, I know that's not for everybody, but I do love a nice Bloody Mary on a Sunday mid-morning. Not too many, maybe two, but that's about it. It's like 2. Don't need a bunch, just a couple. With some trimmings. But yeah, I'm really stoked about the next two live streams. Really stoked about tomorrow, the unboxing, and then what we're gonna make in the new one of the new cast iron pieces. And then Sunday is gonna be a really fun one. It's gonna be the hangover special. It's gonna be what you need in the morning after, or just any Sunday morning, to be honest. But I've got this heated up, and I think I'm gonna throw some gloves on, and we're gonna be ready to go. What's going on, Mingo? Just came out to say hi. Live. You got the best seat in the house, like live, front row, and you got discount tickets. Come free. So everybody's asked. We've had so many some congratulations on you graduating. How does it feel now to be a graduate out of school?
About the same as before.
About the same as before? It's not a big switch up when you homeschool, huh?
Oh, not really. I just graduated on like a Tuesday.
you got to graduate on you got to graduate on a Tuesday, like finish up in your room.
At like 8 p.m.
At like 8 o'clock at night. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That gator looks almost as good as mine. If it was the camera's doing a lot of justice. It's pretty beat up, but it's getting to the point now after 5 years of having it that it's starting to take some really good seasoning. So I'm pretty happy with that. You know, I like I said when I did the review on this thing, I did not like it. I wasn't a big fan when I got it, but now I pretty much love it. So anyway, let's get these in there. Let's see, we'll throw that olive oil down first. Just a little bit of that. Get that smoking. And Fuzz, I don't want to hear anything about smoke because I have my fan on because you always complain about it. We got our butter. There we go. And we got our chops in. I don't know how many chops I can fit in here at once. I don't want to overcrowd. I've got what? 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. I got 7. Usually I eat like 2. I eat like 3. There we go. I'm gonna set our timer. I'm gonna set the first side at 5 minutes. Mingo, will you hand me out those chives, please? And the dried ones out of there. And then I'm gonna drop this garlic in on it too. Put some cast iron cure on it. That's funny. Let's see, just a little bit of some garlic in around in there. Down around the bottom, knock that off. There we go. And down to the bottom. There we go. There we go. I'm so good. And I got no notice. Let's see. Sub to who? Sub to me? Alicia Calhoun, what kind of steaks are those? These are lamb chops, Alicia. Thanks for stopping by on this impromptu cook. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. If you like what you see, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe button, please. Trying to get to 500 subscribers. Let's see. I didn't get nor hunting today. Well, Cynthia, I just went live at I didn't put up any. Well, I mean, I went live at 8, but I just put up my post that said I was going live. Was just like, I don't know, 7:30 maybe, if that. I don't know what time it was. Throw a little dry chives on here, and they'll hydrate up. I love these. I love chives on my stuff. That's one thing. I got a chives patch outside that I started the garden this year because the aphids got my chives last year before I got my ladybugs in, and they have not come up yet. Let's see. But yeah, Alicia, thanks for stopping in for this impromptu cook. Let me get this out of the way, and I'm gonna go and rinse my board off so it doesn't get funky, and let you guys kind of sit and ogle the lamb chops for just a few minutes while I do that. Shouldn't take me but a second. I'm just gonna just want to knock the main stuff off. I'll wash it after I get done. After I get done here. Just getting all the main garbage off. There we go. That should be good. Just get a towel, dry that off. Pick up the rag. The beads knocked down. But yeah, I'm glad everybody that showed up. That's pretty cool. I'm glad you see everybody. Let's see. Wow, how well do I know? I pray all is well for you. Oh, that's nice. That's nice of you, Cynthia. Check. Check and see if I got some other ones on there. I no longer watch for payoff notices. Yeah, even when they cancel, I thought we'd get notices though. Okay. Yeah, I don't know YouTube is weird. I'm going to tell you. And yesterday, I'm going to tell you how weird YouTube is. Okay, so a lot of you might have seen the taco short that I did, just a real impromptu short. I do those just to say hi to everybody and all that. And it started off as one of my, not only one of the best, but the best shorts as far as viewership that I've ever gotten. it started out before I'd even eaten my tacos, it had 1,600 views. By the time I cleaned my plate, put my stuff away, and got back on, and I just was curious to see how well something like this that took off like that. I went back later and checked after Mudbrooker's show because I was on YouTube, on the YouTube app, and that same video went from wherever it peaked at, and I ended up with only 1,000 views on that. So I started, after 24 hours, I lost almost half of my views. So YouTube is a strange critter. I mean, that's all I know to say. It's just a weird animal. Yeah, it was just something to say hi to everybody and give a little, you know, little hi at lunchtime for Taco Tuesday. I mean, I wasn't expecting like 1 million views on it, but it's YouTube's frustrating because at times it's the greatest app ever, and then you know you turn around the next minute and you lose however many, at least 600-700 views in 5 hours. Now, I don't know how that's possible because I lost no subscribers, but I mean it's kind of ridiculous how YouTube does stuff. But it's what's out there, so let's see. 5 minutes, we're gonna flip these over. Check out the crust. Might have overcrowded this canvas a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take one out and set it off to the side. I think it's one little one. I think it's one little one off. And we're gonna put this one off to the side a little bit. Because that one's the bigs anyway. Put my bone in towards the center for the last part, so it definitely gets a good cook, so it gets an even cook into the center. And I'll pull these at about 125 as it is, 135. I like mine a little more done than some people do, but not much, because lamb needs to be, it gets a little chewy if you don't pull it off about 135 or so. So there we go. I took that one out of there. That makes a little difference. That gives me a little more room to play. Then we'll throw some salt and pepper back on there. That's all it needs. And I'll douse it with just a little bit more of the butter. Put some more butter on there. A little more butter. Butter makes everything better, right? As far as I know. There we go. Yeah. Getting zero stick on this though. None. None at all. There we go. The Beag's a lucky little beagle. She'll have her own lamb chop once they cool down. Let's see. It does. Everything smells really good. I can't wait to have this. It's going to be a nice light dinner. The lamb is just, lamb's always a nice light dinner. And then just salad off to the side. It's gonna be nice. Then I'll go out and water the garden before it gets dark. I got about 40 minutes or so till it gets dark out completely in the backyard. But I got lights all over the place, so see how it goes. Time runs for 4. I know everybody says cook by temperature, not by time, but with these, that's sort of it just kind of works out that way. I've been making lamb chops. I've made lamb chops a million times. Everything's better with Blue Bonnet on it, yeah. Does Blue Bonnet make like real butter, or is it all just margarine? I don't know. I checked her story and let me know when it was live. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, and the thing of it is too, is the way I'm set up right now, I can't do a scheduled live. Like I can't schedule it like Mud does, or where you're already logged into that scheduled video. And because I haven't figured out why it still turns me into a user. Like I did it once, and then I had to restart everything and do it again, and go back. I think it's because they use stuff like StreamYard and things like that to do their stuff. I use something totally different. Just margarine, as far as you know, I have no idea. I have no idea. Where are we at here? Let's see, 123, 123. Let's see what we got here. 129. I'm going with the parts that are the least. That one's done. That one's done. And this one is done. I would say, other than these two, they're done completely. Let's see. I'm just going to give these, I'm going to sear the sides of them real quick. Just going to dump them up on their sides and get that kind of crispy fat going a little bit. Set them up on their edges and kind of sear that fat some. Not a whole heck of a lot, but just a bit. Just for a second. There we go. Get those two in the middle that aren't quite there yet. That one. And this one. For mine. And I'm getting Ming ready to go. Do a little sear on that side. There we go. There's one. And then I'll toss this other one back into there. There we go. Then comes Mary. Comes Paul Nerd. Oh man. I'll leave that one alone. I'm gonna leave that one alone tonight. I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna badger anything. I'm not gonna badger. Even though that's how I got my name. Being like that, I'm gonna let stuff sit for a minute. I'm gonna let things sit. How's that? Let's see. Yep, there we go. So these should be, these two, let's get a look on the temperature on these. Because these can be deceiving because they're so tiny. Yeah, that's way done. That's done. Yeah, we're at 137 on these two. So we'll let them fight over those two. The other two, and we'll let that sit in there for the beads while I turn that off. I want hers to be a little bit more done. But these are looking fantastic. And they smell really good too. Smells so good in here right now. One of these days I want to do skewers. Like the kebabs, like some lamb kebabs. I think that'd be fun. Okay. So we're just gonna set. That's just a little too hot for grabbing. Not too bad. These stargazers, I gotta give it to the engineers at the engineer at Stargazer. They do a good job with regulating the heat on these things. Just set that off to the side there. And look at that. We'll go do a quick check of this. Sorry guys. Just give me 1 second and I'll plate everything up. And we'll do the big reveal. And probably the thumbnail for this thing. Because I don't have one otherwise. And there's the beagle. Okay. So we'll just bring you guys over to here for this. Is that good? There we go. Not too bad. I'll bring it down just a little farther. There we go. Okay. And I've got that one kind of sitting there into the gravy time. Yeah, it would be good. It would be good gravy. Let me just grab my. I do need a fork and a knife. I always forget something when I do these things. Hey, Mango. Yeah. You're all set. You are all set. Done some salad on here. There we go. I need to get little tongs. There we go.
Maybe if you're good, that's what you'll get for Father's Day.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. So there we go. Got a little bit of that. See if I can get all of it in there. Give this other one a flip. Like I said, I want Beagles to be a little more done. And plus she'll get some, she'll get a few things from the, table while she's waiting. She's pretty good about all that. Let me see here, and I'm just gonna drizzle mine with a little bit of olive oil. Olive oil on there. And salt and pepper. And I'm gonna call this done. There we go. Some salt and pepper. And that's it. No cheese, no nothing. You need some dandelions in that salad. You know, dandelions are really, a lot of people may think that's crazy, but I really like dandelions. I love deep fried dandelion heads. It's one of my all-time, I love that as far as camping food goes. But I'm just gonna have a couple drinks of my, I'm gonna let that meat rest just about another 30 seconds to a minute. And all that. Oh, you know what I forgot today, man? Dog treats. Like the ones for her jar.
Yeah.
She's got her liver treats in the freezer, but I forgot the regular ones. Gotta go. Thanks for the live, HB. Yeah, Rocker K, we're good to see you. Thanks so much for showing up. Everybody, if you please hit the like button on your way out, that would do me worlds and worlds of good tonight. Thank you so much. Let's see. Yeah, dandelion deep fried, yum. Yeah, they're fantastic. Take care, Rocket and Mrs. K. Yeah, I love dandelion, and dandelion greens are good. Let's see, looks amazing. Thank you so much, Greg Hart. It's the part where I get rid of my gum and give everything a try. And we did all that in an hour. I mean, that's a nice dinner for, in 1 hour. I have no complaints about that. It's still, I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's still fairly rare. I don't like mine bleeding like everywhere rare when it comes to lamb. That's not my favorite. I know some people love it just to hit the skillet like on all sides for just like a few seconds and then have it. But I don't like my meat that rare. I'm sort of a medium. I kind of just go medium. But I'm going to give this a day in court and see how we did. I think it smells really good. Wow, that's really good. That came out, that's really tender. Really, really tender. And like I said, I think I got the whole thing at $6 a pound. This was only like £1.75 for everybody here tonight, and that's going to feed everybody. But it's just a few people, so here, look at that. Yeah, that's right, really that's where I like my lamb. Some people like it a little more, a little less. But I think at the highest one I checked was 137. And it rested for about 5 minutes. And I think it's ready to go. Actually, I get my lamb, and people think it's funny because I swear by my butcher shop, but I get my lamb from Sam's Club. Sam's Club has great lamb. It really does. And I've had no complaints. It doesn't have any kind of like a off-putting smell like a lot of lamb might at times. But this, I've never had a problem with any of the lamb that I've ever gotten there. Let's see. And it's American lamb, which, you know, a lot of times, you know, you get meat from big box places, but you know, this is all American. So and get my olive oil. I do like a little bit of sometimes just an olive oil salad. Yeah, this is awesome, man. This is great stuff. Really, really good stuff. But I'm really looking, you know, I was looking forward to my dinner tonight just because I was looking forward to my dinner tonight. But I'm really looking forward to dinner tomorrow. The unboxing is going to be a good time. It's a piece I've been wanting for a while, and if you guys know in the comments, some of you probably already guessed in the comment section what I got today. But I've been wanting one for a long time. I keep complaining and whining that I don't have one, and I got it, and I cannot wait to use it tomorrow. So let's see. Kitchen. I stepped in a vat of it marinating. Let's see. I used to hate lamb when I was a kid working in the retirement home. I was never a big lamb fan either. We used to have one of the people that rented a field off of us, a pasture off of us. They had sheep. They raised them for like the fair and things like that, and they would give us sheep, like mutton meat, like sheep. My dad loved it, and I just thought I don't know. I just always thought it smelled like the sheep out in the pasture, to be honest with you. But as I got older, I love lamb anymore, and this is really good lamb. Mm-hmm. What do you think, man? Good stuff.
It's really good lamb.
It's good. Yeah. Did you get any salad? Oh, you got some dressing and everything? Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I'm not going to sit and talk with my mouth full. But yeah, I'm really excited. I hope everybody shows up for it tomorrow for the unboxing and then what we're going to cook. It's probably, I don't know how long the show's going to go on. It should be about as long as about this one, maybe about an hour. Maybe a little more, a little less. But, because the cook for tomorrow should be fairly quick. But anyway, I hope everybody stops in and says hi and all that kind of stuff, because tomorrow's going to be a fun one. I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm going to try some of my butter crunch from I keep bragging about the lettuce that I grew, and I haven't even had any yet. I've been sitting there eating these little cucumbers. Oh, it's so nice and sweet. If you got a little room on your patio or something, or in your backyard somewhere, definitely throw up some butter crunch lettuce. It's definitely worth it. I mean, it's like you can get a plant, you can you can buy a plant to plant for like $3 and you get $30 worth of lettuce off. It's great. I've always liked that. Never seem to get enough. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I think what it is when I was a kid, it was, you know, I'm sure that the stuff they were giving us wasn't their prized, you know, lambs were probably on their way out. Because some of their sheep, sat in these pastures forever. They were sort of breeder sheep. Because they raised sheep, like I said, for the fair. So, and they were really successful at the, really successful with their sheep. They did really well with it. But I'm sure we weren't getting the fresh lamb. I'm sure we were probably getting the ones that excuse me, the ones that weren't taking care of business anymore, if you get my drift. Anyway. Mercy B, hello. Hello, hello, hello. We'll do some Beagles Bigs Cam, and then we'll let you guys get on with your Cast Iron Wednesday. Biggs, you ready? You ready for your fans? We'll give everybody a minute to get around the TV so they can get around their monitors, their phones, their whatever, so they get the little bit of Beagle Cam for the weekly trick, for the nightly trick. All right, we'll spin you around. Spin you over there. There you go. Are you ready? Okay, give me a spin. There you go. You're out of camera. She loves her lamp. She's still waiting on her piece. Still cooling off. Okay. Think I can get one more? Think I can get one more spin? Can I get a spin? Real one. There you go. Good job. Good job. Beagle Cam. All right, anyway, I'm going to shoot you back over here to the plate. And then I'm going to let everybody get on out of here and go on with their Wednesday night. Hopefully see you guys all tomorrow night at 8 o'clock for the unboxing. And for a dish that I've been looking forward to making in this particular piece that I'm going to unbox tomorrow. So I can't wait. That's okay. That's okay, Mercy B. You can always watch replay and hit the like button on your way out. That would be so nice of you. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, I'm going to let everybody get going. And just remember, it's your kitchen. It's your restaurant. You do it any way you want. We'll see you guys in the comment section. All right. See you.